Iran's nuclear program survives. US report reveals truth. In a world grappling with escalating geopolitical tensions, truth and perception are often dangerously misaligned. Nowhere is this more evident than in the latest US intelligence report debunking President Donald Trump's recent claim that Iran's nuclear program has been completely and totally obliterated. A classified assessment by the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, leaked to multiple outlets including the Associated Press and the Washington Post, paints a far more sobering picture. According to the report, the US airstrikes earlier this month only set back Iran's nuclear infrastructure by a few months, not years, and certainly not forever. What the report actually says: the report confirms that while several known nuclear development facilities, such as Fordow, Isfahan, and Natanz, were hit, much of Iran's nuclear capability remains intact. Satellite imagery and post-strike reconnaissance revealed that key centrifuge systems were either protected or relocated. Underground facilities sustained only partial damage. Iran's stockpile of 60% enriched uranium remains unaccounted for. This reality undercuts Trump's triumphant declaration and raises critical questions about the effectiveness of military strikes in eliminating entrenched nuclear programs, especially those built to withstand exactly such assaults. Strategic and diplomatic implications. 1. The illusion of victory. By overstating the success of the strikes, the US risks eroding international credibility. Allies and adversaries alike will scrutinize the dissonance between political rhetoric and battlefield results, potentially weakening US influence in upcoming negotiations with Iran and others. 2. Regional escalation. Iran, aware that the world now knows its capabilities were only delayed, may fast-track its enrichment efforts to regain leverage. This could provoke further Israeli strikes or even retaliation via its proxy networks in Lebanon, Syria, and Yemen, plunging the region deeper into conflict. 3. Nuclear arms race risk. The failure to eliminate Iran's program may embolden other nations to pursue similar covert nuclear ambitions, believing they too can outlast or outmaneuver foreign military action. This includes Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and potentially Egypt, setting the stage for a Middle Eastern arms race. 4. Breakdown of non-proliferation norms. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, has not been granted full access to verify uranium stockpile locations post-strike. Without transparency, the global nuclear inspection regime could falter, especially if Iran chooses to formally withdraw from the Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT. What happens next? The Trump administration, facing global skepticism and partisan political pressure, must decide whether to re-engage Iran diplomatically to negotiate tighter inspections, possibly in exchange for partial sanctions relief, support new covert sabotage missions to further cripple nuclear development, or prepare for deeper military entanglements should Iran resume overt nuclear advancement. None of these options come without risk. But doing nothing could be even costlier. Final thought. While the rhetoric of obliteration may have been politically expedient, the truth is that Iran's nuclear threat is alive, adapting, and potentially more dangerous than before. As the region holds its breath, one thing is clear: the battle for non-proliferation isn't over, it's just entered a far more complex phase.